A big mistake I see with women who are trying to increase their daily protein intake is that you unintentionally end up increasing your overall caloric intake, which then can lead to unwanted weight gain. And yes, I also learned this the hard way. The thing is if you want to have more protein in your day and you're trying to eat more protein, you've got to balance that out somewhere else. So think carbohydrates and fats, which is why I am such a big fan of egg whites. They are affordable, they're super versatile, and they can be a great base and or addition to all different types of recipes. So today I'm sharing 4 of my favorite high protein egg white recipes that you will actually be excited to eat. Starting with my meal prep egg muffins, a simple egg white and vegetable frittata, my creamy protein oatmeal, and then my fluffy high protein pancakes. So whether you're in the mood for something sweet or something savory, these recipes will help you hit your protein goals without sacrificing any flavor. But before we jump in, I just want to thank today's sponsor, Element. Element is a delicious, high quality, zero sugar electrolyte drink mix that I am slightly obsessed with, and it is specifically designed for people who are living a whole food, active lifestyle. And I'm going to share more on them in just a bit. So recipe number 1 are my egg white and vegetable meal prep muffins. So the first thing I do is prep my veggies. I start with 1 big heaping cup of baby spinach, and all I do is give that a rough chop. Then I need 1 diced up tomato. Now I usually try to grab a Roma tomato simply because they have less water in them. Alternatively, you could scoop the seeds out of your tomato if you had like an overripe, very juicy tomato, because we don't want our muffins to be waterlogged. And then I need about a half a cup of diced up bell peppers as well. I'm using yellow and orange because they're beautiful and I love that, but any color will get the job done. So I'll get all my veggies into a nice big bowl, and keep in mind that this is a very flexible recipe. So you can really use any vegetables that you love or that you have on hand or that you have left over in the fridge. You just want to make sure that you have about 2 cups of vegetables to make 12 egg white muffin cups. Then I like to just prep my muffin pan. So I have a 12-cup muffin pan, and I'm just going to spray each cup with a little bit of cooking spray. Now this is very important because you don't want your muffins to stick to the pan. If you had those little silicone muffin liners, that's another really great option as well. Then I just do my best to evenly divide this veggie mixture amongst all 12 muffin cups. You just want to get a little bit in the bottom of each cup. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside and we're going to prep the egg whites. So I have 2 cups of liquid egg whites, and I'm going to add that in to my blender. And because I know somebody is going to ask me, yes, you can absolutely use whole eggs if you prefer, or you can do a combination of both. Pretty much for every 1 cup of egg whites you use, you would sub in 5 whole eggs. Then to that, I'm adding a half a cup of cottage cheese and my favorite seasoning mix when I want to keep things simple, which is a little bit of salt, a little bit of black pepper, and some garlic powder. Pop on the lid, blend this up until everything is really well combined and your egg whites look nice and light and fluffy, just like this. And then I just carefully pour this as evenly as I can into those muffin cups. And I usually go a little bit less to begin with, and then I'll go back over them if I have anything left over. Just makes it a little easier to get an even pour, but you'll see this is pretty much an exact pour. Then from here, I just pop them into my 350-degree Fahrenheit oven for 25 minutes or until they have puffed up and they are cooked through. Then you just want to let them cool until they are cool enough to handle, and you'll notice as they cool, they do deflate a bit, totally normal, to be expected. And then I just pop them out. They should come out very easily, and I transfer them into an airtight container. Now each one of these little muffin cups delivers 6 grams of protein, so you can eat 4 or 5 of these and build a really healthy breakfast around it with some whole grain toast or some fresh fruit. They're so simple, they are so delicious, and they are perfect for my meal preppers. Okay, next up is my Mediterranean egg white and vegetable frittata. So think of this more like an egg white and vegetable omelet type of situation without the stand by the stove hands-on cooking. So the first thing I do is preheat my oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and then I'm going to just grease an 8x8 baking dish with a little bit of cooking spray. This could also be some butter or coconut oil, whatever you have on hand. Then I'll prep my veggies. So I have 1/2 of a red onion that I will chop up. Then 1 bell pepper, any color is gonna work. I've got red here. Chop that up. And then 2 big cups of baby spinach. And I just give that a nice rough chop, okay? So you can see that these vegetables are very similar to what I use in my egg muffin cups, but again, they're versatile, so use what you love. Then for the frittata, I like to give the veggies a quick saute. This just helps to pull some of the water out of them, making sure that we don't get a super watery frittata. So into a nonstick pan, I'll do just a tiny bit of olive oil, and then in goes the red onion with a little pinch of salt. I let that cook just a couple of minutes. The goal is for them to become tender and slightly translucent. Then I'll add in the bell pepper, toss that around, let it go for another couple of minutes, and then last but not least, I toss in the spinach. Once I get my spinach into the pan, I toss everything together and then I shut the heat off because the heat of the pan is enough to wilt that spinach down without totally disintegrating the spinach. Then I get all of these veggies into my prepared baking dish and set that aside while we prep the egg white mixture. So you're gonna need 2 cups of egg whites, and I will note that I always buy my egg whites pre-separated at the grocery store in these little cartons just like this. Not only is it easy and convenient, but you're also not stuck with a bunch of egg yolks that you don't know what to do with, okay? So 2 cups into the blender. And yes, again, you can sub whole eggs if you prefer. It would be 5 whole eggs per 1 cup of egg whites. Then I have a 1/2 cup of cottage cheese going in. Do you see a little bit of a theme here? Along with a 1/2 teaspoon each of sea salt, black pepper, and garlic powder. Pop on the lid, let everything blend together. It's gonna be nice and light and fluffy. And then what I do is I pour this egg mixture right over the top of those prepared vegetables, okay? And then I usually use my fork just to pull some of those veggies up to the top because remember that you eat with your eyes first, so you want your food to be beautiful, or at least I do. Now to finish this, I love to dollop a 1/4 cup of extra cottage cheese over the top. I just do it in little dollops. They become like little soft pillows when this is cooked up. And then I also add about a 1/4 cup of crumbled feta cheese. And do yourself a favor, buy your feta cheese in a block like I have here, and then just crumble it yourself. The flavor and the texture is superior to pre-crumbled feta. All right, last but not least, totally optional, a little bit of red pepper flake over the top. And then this is gonna go into the oven for 35 to 40 minutes. Now, when it's done, you want the middle of the frittata to be set up, okay? They are egg whites, so they may be a little bit jiggly, but they should not look like liquid. If it looks like liquid, they're not done, and just keep checking them every 5 minutes or so until they are set through the center. Then I just let it cool. Egg whites are more delicate than whole eggs, so you really want to let this come down to room temperature. And again, you will notice that it deflates a bit as it cools. And then once it's cool enough to handle, I usually cut this right into 4 pieces, and then you can enjoy it as is, or you can pop it in your favorite meal prep container with some fresh fruit, maybe serve some whole grain toast on the side, and you've got a beautiful breakfast. This one is also great for the family, or if you need something for a brunch or for like a beautiful table setting. Okay, so that's 2 delicious savory egg white recipes, and now I'm going to show you 2 ways that you can use them in sweeter recipes as well. But before we do that, I just want to tell you a bit more about today's sponsor, Element. Now, you all know that I'm a big fan of Element. I've been drinking them for years. I truly do lean on them every single day, especially with these long, hot summer days. And I have to tell you that their new lemonade iced tea flavor has become my absolute go-to summer staple. It is light, it's bright, it's refreshing, it is just so good. And like all Element drink mixes, it contains a science-backed blend of sodium, potassium, and magnesium to support optimal hydration without any added sugars, artificial colors, or any other unnecessary ingredients. But this flavor does have one extra perk, and that is that it contains 50 milligrams of naturally occurring caffeine from real black tea extract. And I have really noticed a difference because the caffeine from real tea, not isolated caffeine, naturally includes compounds like L-theanine and polyphenols, which creates a smoother, steadier lift. For me, I do notice better energy when I drink this in the afternoon, more so than when I have a cup of coffee. I feel clear, focused, energized, hydrated, and I don't get that like jittery feeling or that crash that I will sometimes get when I'm drinking afternoon coffee. So if you've been thinking about giving Element a try, this lemonade iced tea may just be the inspiration you need. Plus, Element is offering everybody in the Clean and Delicious community a free 8-count sample pack with any Element purchase. That means if you were to buy the lemonade iced tea, you would get a sample pack that includes their fan favorite flavors, 2 sticks of each. So you get raspberry, citrus, lemonade, and watermelon. All you have to do is head to drinkelement.com/Danny Spies. Now you have to be sure that you use my link. So I have it for you down in the description box below as well. So that's DRINKLMNT.com/Danny Spies. Okay, so now let's make the world's most delicious protein-packed oatmeal. And yes, this recipe does use egg whites. I'm telling you, if you've never tried egg whites in your oatmeal before, you are in for a real treat. Not only does it add 15 grams of protein per serving, but it makes the thickest, fluffiest, almost souffle-like, most delicious bowl of oats you will ever eat. I honestly cannot eat my oatmeal without egg whites anymore because it's just that good. Now I'm going to show you how I do this on the stovetop, but you absolutely can do this in the microwave as well. And if you want to learn that technique, I'm going to link a video for you down in the description box below. Both are very delightful. So here I'm going to start with a small saucepan, and to that I'm adding 30 grams of rolled oats along with half of a small chopped banana. Now the banana is of course optional, but in my humble opinion, they are so good in this recipe. Plus they add a real natural sweetness to the oatmeal, so there's no need to add any extra sugars or sweeteners. Then I add a dash of cinnamon, a small pinch of sea salt, and then 2/3 cup of water, which could also be milk, but you're gonna see that these oats get so creamy, I find the water is just perfect. From here, I'm just gonna turn my heat to a medium low, and I'm gonna allow this to cook for 4 to 5 minutes, stirring it occasionally. Now, the goal is for the oats to soften and for some of that water to be absorbed, but it is very important, super duper important, so extremely important, that you do not let these oats come to a full boil, because if they come to a full boil, they're going to get too hot, and then when we add the egg whites are going to separate and or scramble, and that's going to be like a very sad moment. Okay, so the goal here is to get them warmed and heated through, that water is being absorbed, but we're not coming to a full boil. Now, once your oatmeal looks like this, that's how you know you're ready to start adding in your egg whites. So I have a half a cup of egg whites, and what I like to do is I slowly add the egg whites while I'm stirring the oatmeal, right? So technically what we're doing here is tempering the egg whites so that they mix right into the oatmeal. And you're gonna know that this is a success because once your egg whites are in the pot, the oats are gonna look cloudy, like almost opaque. That's exactly what you want, okay? So from here, I just keep on stirring my oats for another couple of minutes while they are cooking. I've got them over that low medium heat, and the oats are gonna get really creamy, and they're also going to increase in volume. So when they're ready to go, they're gonna look just like this. So fluffy and delightful. From here, you just wanna put them into your favorite bowl and then add your favorite toppings. I went with some extra banana, a little more cinnamon, and then a drizzle of peanut butter over the top. So simple, so delicious. Okay, so we've got 3 down and one last recipe to go. These are my light and fluffy protein-packed pancakes that are made with egg whites and, yes, of course, cottage cheese. And each serving of these pancakes delivers 30 grams of protein, which is pretty darn impressive for a stack of pancakes. So you want to grab your blender. Into that you're adding 1 cup of rolled oats. So that's 80 grams of rolled oats. This recipe is going to make 2 servings. Then I have 1 cup of cottage cheese. This could be a low-fat or a no-fat cottage cheese, along with 3/4 cup of liquid egg whites, which is equivalent to 160 grams. Then I'm adding in 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, because I love cinnamon and pancakes together, and then just a teaspoon of vanilla extract. We'll pop on the lid, blend this up, and you should end up with a nice thin pourable batter like I have here. Then you're just gonna cook this the way you would any pancake. So I've got a nice medium size saute pan here. You can put a little bit of butter or a little bit of cooking spray into the pan. You wanna make sure that those pancakes don't stick. Get it heating over a medium heat. And then I like to scoop about a 1/4 cup of pancake batter into the pan per pancake. I almost always keep my pancakes on the smaller side because I just find they're easier to work with this way, and they're also easier to flip. After about 2 minutes, you're gonna see that the pancakes are beginning to set up, and you're gonna notice these tiny little bubbles all around the side of the pancake. That's how you know it is time to get underneath there and flip her over. Let her go for another 2 minutes or so until it is golden brown and cooked through. And then you're just gonna repeat that until you've worked through all of your batter. Again, this is a very easy recipe to scale up or to scale down, and they work really well for meal prep. So when it's time to enjoy your pancakes, you can go classic like I did here. I did a little bit of fresh berries over the top with a drizzle of maple syrup. They're also delicious with a dollop of Greek yogurt and berries, or even a shmia of your favorite nut butter. So there you have it. 4 delicious egg white recipes, 2 sweet and 2 savory, that you can add to your morning breakfast arsenal. And of course, I'm very curious to know, which one do you think you'll try first, or which one have you tried already? Come on down to the comment section below and please do let me know. And if you'd like to give Element a try, don't forget, I've got that link for you down in the description box as well. As always, I thank you for watching, and if you want some more healthy, high protein breakfast inspiration, be sure you check this recipe out next.